Hey guys, welcome. We have 15 more minutes until the DisNerds radio show airs live. We will also
Please
be,
stand by.
yes, please stand by. We will be also recording this episode. I know we've done a couple episodes, but we just started recording them. So from now on, you will have recordings every time we have an update. When we do an episode, we will have it all on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is DisNerds Radio. So, same name of the show, and that's how you'll be able to get to our channel to watch our videos when we record it. So yeah. See you guys in
Bye.
15 minutes. Podcast. Hey guys, we have about 10 minutes left till we air live.
Airing live. For those of you who are
Yay!
watching us on YouTube, of course, you're not going to be seeing us live. We are going to get all the insider scoop of what is going on here in Disney and throughout our many things that we will talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
With our special guest, Colby Fitz.
Yep. So please stand by so we can spread the pixie dust around and get this episode ready and started for you guys. So please
Woohoo!
be patient. Hey guys, we have 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes till our episode will be airing live. We will be also recording this on YouTube as well. So yeah, guys, find us on YouTube under DisNerds Radio. So we'll be able to be on there and subscribe to us to keep updated if you don't want to watch Twitch, So
And we'll have the show notes page there, so once you click on that video, we'll have all links to things talking about different things. If you sign up for something, tell us your answers, comment right there. You can always tell us.
Okay, guys. Again. Make sure you're looking at the agenda constantly because
not yet.
Welcome everyone to the DisNerds Radio Podcast.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome.
I'm Chris, joined by David and Corey over in the production center.
And
We also have a special guest tonight, Brendan. He's going to be joining us at the end of the podcast for a special Disney Rumors segment. But let's head over to our celebrity introduction.
Now for a celebrity introduction with Chris.
This is Severus Snape from Harry Potter, and you're listening to DisNerds Radio Podcast, live from the Jesse James Anderson studio. Alright, so there was our celebrity introduction.
Yeah, just note that Brendan will be popping in and out of our conversations as we do go through many of our stories. So yeah.
Alright, so first we're going to be talking about the American Idol experience in Hollywood.
Okay. Alright, well, the American Idol experience, this is my topic I'm going to be talking about. This is just a little disclaimer. It does have to go with the rumors, which we will talk about near the end of the show with Brendan. So this got put down because of possibly making that Echo Lake section, Indiana Jones, all into the Star Wars section of the park, which we did talk about in the last episode with Hollywood Studios renovation. So this is a disclaimer of why they took that away. There's been many other like game shows kind of things. There was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They played. The other show was like a Doug show. But the two were owned by ABC, so it made sense. They went with a competing company, as you know, Disney owns ABC. So when them going with Fox was a huge disclaimer for everybody. Like, this is just the disclaimer. Hey, guess what? We're competing with them, and we're putting them in our parks. So we're competing with them. That's a way to advertise the show, which is getting on Fox more ratings. So it wasn't a great marketing idea. Let's start with you, Chris. What do you think your thoughts are on this?
Well, I never went to the American Idol experience. I always thought it was kind of, like, not a waste of time, but, I mean, I think it'd kind of be cool, but, I mean, what do you get out of it? It's not really a ride.
Actually, in the very beginning, what you...
like, board or something.
What you got in the very beginning until Fast Pass Plus came around, you get 6 Fast Passes.
Okay.
And you got those because, you did the experience and you did a great job, so they said, hey, let's give you some Fast Passes. And at that time, it was a great deal to get a Fast Pass. And, I mean, most of the time in Hollywood Studios, Fast Passes were sold out. But you're basically dedicating your whole time there, because you have to go through vocal training. You have to go through, just, like, putting on all the makeup. It's basically spending your whole time there. What do you think, Corey?
As I've said, well, as Isaac said, Chris said, I've never been to American Idol experience, but...
Yeah, I don't think very many people actually go to the American Idol experience.
Actually, they do get a lot of people, but I mean, people who go there, like, it's for people who stay there for a bunch of times, or you go to Disney World a lot. I mean, if you're an annual pass holder, you're definitely going to go there, because, I mean, you have the time to. If you're staying there for, like, 7 days, you're not going to probably go there. If you're staying there for about 17 days, yeah, you're definitely going to go there. What do you think about this, Brendan?
Well, like Corey and Chris, I have never been to the American Idol experience, and really, I just really don't know what to say about this.
It's a sad thing to see it go, because it's definitely better than... It's the most audience interaction you're getting with all of them. It was a well-designed project. It just took up all of your day. If you didn't have to be there an hour early and you didn't have to put on makeup and they could just adjust the lighting so that, it makes you look really good, I think it'd be a big hit with people who want to go see the show. But if they're not... Because you basically spent your whole day American Idol. not too many people are going to do that, and you had to be 14 and older. And most of the teens, it was very appealing. They wanted to make it the 14 and older age since teens at Disney aren't a huge, big yay, surprisingly. There are many people
I'm
who
a
like
teen.
Disney.
I like Disney.
I'm saying a lot of the population is, and some of the population is, but a huge amount of the population who are teens don't like Disney, and they think it's too kiddie for them. So they don't, when their families go there, they don't enjoy it. American Idol experience was something to draw them away from that and have them enjoy Hollywood Studios, because that's the only thrilling park. There's only 2 thrilling rides there, really. And I mean, you go to, Magic Kingdom, to a 3-year-old, Splash Mountain's thrilling. To a 14-year-old, it's like, wow, I'm on Dumbo.
I like Splash Mountain.
I'm talking about older teens, like Clark's age.
Mm-hmm.
Clark likes Disney.
Yes, I love Disney. I'm a big Disney fanatic.
I just love Disney.
But
Surprisingly,
I think it is kind of a little aged. I mean, the show isn't as popular as it used to be. Now it's all about, like, what's it called? The Voice. And
what?
I know there's another one. The Voice. You know, The Voice.
It's not themed after The Voice. What are you talking about?
What are you yeah, Zig, what are you talking
I said American Idol's not as popular as it used to be.
Oh yeah, The Voice.
5 years ago, it was, like, the big show. Everybody, I remember, was talking about American Idol, and he got kicked off last night. But now it's about The Voice, the X Factor, and there's a couple new ones coming out, I think. Like, I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I don't blame people. As I said, well, as you said, Voice and X Factor are the new things, you know. A lot of people like after like a couple years, after things die down, after like 5 season or 6 or 7 seasons now of American Idol, I believe has been through. I possibly even more, but I mean that's been a lot of seasons, and yes, there's been a lot of talented singers. Because I remember when it was a lot newer, I did see a lot more of the episodes.
See, but people like earlier on, and like Kelly Clarkson, first season, look how big she is. Carrie Underwood, look how big she is. Like now the newer people, look at this person who just made it. Like they aren't signed with a record yet, and
Who are they? I don't even know.
I just know the person's face, but
I know.
don't know how.
I stopped keeping track after Scotty McCready or McCreary or whatever.
Well, that's the end of this topic right here. It will be closing in early of 2015, so if you still want to try out the experience, get there now, get there soon. My best time, I think, for you to try to go is in September. It's the least busiest time with people getting back to school, and they're not doing the Halloween celebration just yet. So, yeah, that's basically my topic. Now it's over to it's over to you, over about the Maleficent movie that you recently saw.
Yeah, I saw Maleficent just 2 days ago on Monday. It was a rainy day. I wanted to see it originally, but I didn't have the time, so I said, hey, this would be a good day to go see Maleficent. I wasn't going in with high hopes. I'd heard some, average reviews about it, but I actually really enjoyed this movie. It kind of takes Maleficent's perspective of the whole Sleeping Beauty story, but then it adds its own little twist. I mean, they can't just have it be the same Sleeping Beauty story back from the 1940s, so they added a little twist in there, so it makes it a little different. But I'm gonna try not to spoil anything. If I'm gonna have a spoiler, I'll just tell you, and you can turn your sound down or something or leave. But it starts out with Maleficent as a teenager, and she lives in this fairyland, and she's a really nice person. And then Stefan, I don't know how you pronounce it, who's the king. Well, he's the prince, but he's soon to be the king. He meets Maleficent, and they become best friends practically. But when King Henry, who is the current king, when he dies, Stefan has to prove himself, to prove that he's worthy enough to be the king. So he goes and cuts off Maleficent's wings. That's right, Maleficent had wings, but Stefan cuts them off just to become king. And so, of course, then it goes into the story of Sleeping Beauty. with the
Don't try to give too much detail away.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
think
I'm
you're
getting
getting
it.
enough detail.
yeah with Maleficent cursing Aurora and all that. So it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. The acting, couple of roles, King Stefan, that was kind of a shaky actor. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
Is that the end for that topic or no?
No, I'm still talking.
Oh, okay. I thought since you like faded out there, I'm like, we're done already.
Well, I heard you like breathing. I wasn't sure what was going on. But the acting was kind of shaky there. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend going and seeing it while it's still in theaters. It'll probably only be in theaters for another month or so. It's been out for almost a month, I think, closer to a month and a half now.
On
maybe.
July 1st, it will be a month.
Oh, really? Okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Again, definitely recommend you going and checking out on like a rainy day or something. Now we have a quick commercial break here, so yeah.
We'll be right back, everybody.
We'll be right back.
Travel is our preferred travel agency. They authorized Disney vacation planners and plan cruises and trips to Disney World. Call them today at 864-649-1016. Email them at info@wishesfamilytravel.com or visit their website www.wishesfamilytravel.com today.
Alright, so there was our advertisement for
Wishes
Family Travel. Now we're going to go over to Corey with our next topic. So Corey, take it away whenever you're ready.
Okay, guys. 1 second here. Apparently, according latest news in Disney news, is that they're moving Snow White to, also known as Aurora, to moving. She's being moved to. Where is it? 1 second here. Snow White will be moving to yet again after moving from Princess Fairy Tale Hall to Town Square Courtyard. So she can now be seen on front porch of Town Square Theater. I think by doing that, I think they should have kept her at the Princess Fairy Tale Hall, or even build an area around, Seven Dwarfs Minecart Ride, and like greeting area there. Because, isn't that kind of an obvious place that you would put, like, Snow White? Because you built a new ride where she's, like, the character star of, But, yet, now she's going to Main Street, so,
Doesn't make sense.
I know, it doesn't make any sense, because, like, you spent all that money to build that, you could have at least built a character spot or something there. Even if it's just, put some stanchions out, which is, like, rope barriers, out, and have a meet and greet there, You don't have to build something big and fancy and all that. I mean, you already have, like, kept several other princesses and other things, like Mickey Mouse at the Town Square Theater, So, I mean, it'd be better to keep all the princesses in one place, all the kids can, go to see the princesses, all at one time, so they don't have to go back and forth.
Mickey's really big there since he talks.
Mm-hmm.
Literally,
Yeah.
so that's like a huge thing. So, I mean, Princess Fairy Tale Hall, the reason why they're having to take people out is so that they can make Frozen there, because the line is super long, and I mean, with them just having that huge line there is already like taking up half the line space they have for other places.
Mm-hmm. And then, apparently, Walt Disney's Carolwood estate sells for $74 million. So, if you don't know what that is, that's Walt Disney's Carolwood estate in Los Angeles, Holmby Hills area. For selling it for $74 million, it made it the 4th most expensive house to be sold in the United States this year.
That estate, though, was renovated in 2001, and it's beautiful. And if anybody's gonna buy it, I mean, I'll run out of room for $2.
I mean,
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. I mean,
mhm.
I read a little bit online.
Well, at least went down in price when they originally listed it in October 2012. It was listed at for $90 million.
So the reason why they dropped it, I'm pretty sure, is because some things weren't patched up in the backyard, but there's still large history there that you're taking ownership of. So of course, the person who first took it there was allowed to knock down the house. He kept a few things that made real good history, though, like the gates and Lillian's garden, which is very nice too. So.
Yep.
Alright.
But yeah, apparently, and if you want more information, yeah, the seller was investor Gabriel Brenner, co-owner of the Houston Dynamo Soccer Club, who bought
Wow.
the property from Walt Disney Foundation in 1997 for $8.4 million. So quite a big difference. But the Disney family had owned the estate since 1949. The identity of the buyer isn't known, but sources say it's someone from the outside of the U.S. And looking at the description of it, it's pretty nice. A 4-acre lot with 35,000 square foot, 8 bathrooms. Eight bedrooms and 17 bathrooms. That's a lot of bathrooms.
Whoa, that's crazy.
For a house. It had verde jade marble flooring. It has a swimming pool, tennis court, putting green, custom movie room, and a gym. Have 2 safe rooms. It's not the original home on the property. Brenner, the seller of who sold the property just now, rebuilt the house in 2001, as NBC said. It basically also, one of the estate's most famous features is the S-shaped tunnel that Disney's 1/8 scale live steam miniature train ran through. As you know, Disney was a train enthusiast. He had nearly a half-mile of tracks built on the property, and often had friends come over and visit to ride his Carolwood Pacific Railroad. So, yeah.
All
So
right.
pretty cool.
Thank you, Corey. Now we're gonna pass it over to Chris with weekly advice.
And now for another one of DisNerds Radio's DisNerds Weekly Advice with Chris.
Alright guys, so we got 2 different advice things this week. Our first one is getting the new Disney Fast Pass Plus / My Magic Plus app. So this app is very useful. What's that noise? I don't know. So if you want to get ride times or dining experiences, there's an app on the iOS and Android store. It's rolled out. Disney has rolled out an innovative new planning tool called My Magic Plus, which has essentially replaced the old paper Fast Pass stuff. You get a magic band, which is of course a little wristband that goes around your wrist. It's really cool. I liked it. But this app lets you program your attractions and dining experiences with Fast Pass Plus. So if you want to get this app, it's on the App Store. It's called My Magic Plus for iOS and Android, so you can get it both on Google Play Store and the Apple Store. Our next tip for this week is if you have multiple kids, like I'm saying more than 3 children, then you should probably think about staying at one of the value or moderate resorts at Walt Disney World or Disneyland properties. Some of these properties at Walt Disney World include the new Art of Animation Resort that just opened about a year or 2 ago. Also, the All-Star Resorts, All-Star Movie, Music and Sports, and Pop Century. If you're staying over in California at Disneyland, I definitely recommend checking out the Paradise Pier Resort. It's really nice. I didn't stay there, but I went into the lobby and checked it out. It looked really awesome. So, again, those are your tips for this week. Check out the My Magic Plus app on the iOS and Play stores, as well as staying at moderate the value priced hotels if you have more than like 3 or 4 children. Now we will hand it over to Davis with the Outside the World segment. So hold on here.
Now for the Outside the World segment, talking about all things that are outside of this with Davis. Alright, for this week we have talking, here we're going to be talking about Diagon Alley over here in Universal. Universal Studios Orlando has been working on expanding the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which officially now in Islands of Adventure is called Hogsmeade. Those two separate parks have now one thing to do with Harry Potter. In Islands of Adventure, it's Hogsmeade, and of course, over here in Universal, it's Diagon Alley. Over the week, they've had a big media/press event. They announced the opening date, which is going to be July 8th, aka my birthday. They did it just for me because they just have to. That is going to be on Tuesday, July 8th in 2014. With this has to offer the Hogwarts Express.
Okay, sorry for that technical difficulty, guys.
Hogwarts Express is basically giving you a really good experience from King's Crossing through the train all the way over to the Hogsmeade station. I'm just going to say, even just King's Crossing, the station is very detailed. You are going in between parks, so you're going to need to have your park ticket out ready to go, scanning that as you go through. Diagon Alley is featuring many different rides and new attractions. So what do you guys have to say about this? We'll start out with Corey, and we'll move to Brendan, and then over to Chris.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen what you call it, point of views for the Hogwarts ride, and it looks pretty cool. From what I can tell, anyways, because like it takes you through magic. It takes you through the city of London, England, to all the way to Hogwarts. With you having adventures with Harry Potter and the gang. Yep. So yeah, guys, it looks awesome, but when you see outside of view of it, it kind of looks weird because it goes all the way to the station on each. Okay, whoever doing that, stop.
That noise. Yeah, what is that noise?
That's so funny.
But anyways, from the outside, it looks like you go forward and you go when you get to the Hogsmeade station, you basically come to a dead end and you get off. But then when you come back, like the train goes backwards, all the way back to King's Cross Station. So it kind of looks kind of funny, like that. But it does look like a real working steam train, even though it's probably not steam.
All right, well, cool. What do you have to say about this, Brendan?
All right. At first I was skeptical about the Diagon Alley, but because Jaws was closing, and Jaws was one of my favorite rides at Universal. But from what I've seen, the Diagon Alley looks amazing, and it looks like a great thing for Universal to be adding this year. Jaws was removed due to it being expensive, and plus they needed a new location for Diagon Alley. So yeah, I think this was a good investment. The POVs look cool, and the area in general just looks awesome. So I'm excited for this.
Now over to Chris, who actually recently went there and saw the construction walls. What do you have to say?
Well, at the time, I didn't really know that they were expanding Wizarding World of Harry Potter, adding Diagon Alley. I did kind of noticed that it did look like London, the London waterfront. I did see some kind of purple thing, and I thought that it might be the night bus, but I wasn't sure about that. But now that I've heard about actually what it was, it sounds very fun, lots of fun. Next time I'm down there, I'll definitely have to check that out. Hogwarts Express ride from Hogsmeade and back sounds really cool, where they actually have the actual train, although it's not like I mean, it's an operating train, but it's not a steam train. It's just like an electric train, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, electric train.
Yep, definitely. I mean, it looks really cool, and the cool thing is, I mean, throughout parts of the park, you're able to see the train go by. So, I mean, you're kind of looking really cool. And actually, in the video, you can see actually when you're walking through a certain part of the Lion Queue from King's Cross, and you see the people walking through the wall, but there's no wall there shown by this. Like, I don't know how they do it. Universal's doing so many things.
I think it's a mirror effect they do.
Yeah, Universal's doing lots of good things that's beating out Disney, I have to say, especially with their detailing.
Just to let
yeah, the Escape from Gringotts ride looks really lots of fun. It almost kind of looks like the Mummy, like the cart, the ride vehicle kind of looks like the Mummy. But I think it'll be another great ride by Universal Studios. I was kind of disappointed when I went down there at the actual Universal Studios Orlando Park. They had a lot of just like motion simulator things, like Twister.
I'm just too scared to
Yeah,
Simpsons.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say, NBC?
You said you were too scared to go on Rip Ride Rocket. And...
Oh, that was closed. They closed it. It was like too full or something.
No, that was Mummy, you said.
Hey guys, just to let you know,
We shouldn't be talking about my personal vacation.
Anyways, guys, just to let you know, I'm going through a thunderstorm right now, so I may lose power or not. So, yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna be really cool, and all the shops they have. I hear the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes is like the best shop. It's really nice. So it definitely sounds cool. I want to check it out when I'm down there next time. I might even make a special trip to Universal Studios just to see the Diagon Alley.
Yep. Alright, so that is all for my Outside the World segment. Next week, we're going to be talking about something outside of the world and here in Hershey Park, as I will be awaiting my arrival to Hershey Park. So.
Yay!
Yeah. Now we're going to pass it over to, Chris with It's a Small World merchandise.
Yeah, I was at my local Disney store yesterday, which I'm going to talk about that next week, the Disney stores. I'm kind of disappointed in them. But I saw these little dolls on a shelf, and I'm like, oh, they look like the dolls from It's a Small World. So I walk up to them, and yeah, they are the dolls from It's a Small World. They're selling the dolls. It looks exactly like the thing from the ride. They don't move, but they do sing the song in their language. There are a bunch of different dolls. I saw ones that were like dressed in costumes. They look like people from Kenya, Holland, France, and China. That's what I saw. There probably are more, but that's what I saw at my local Disney store. And I pressed their little button thing, and they actually sang the song. Not only did they sing It's a Small World classic song, but they sang it in their native language. So the girl from Kenya sang it in
pretty cool.
Swahili.
That's pretty cool, but now that means more is a small world. Song out there, which is once you hear that song for the first time, it gets stuck in your head forever.
Don't even get me started with how I get so crazy over that song. When I come back from Disney World, all I hear in my head when I'm going to sleep is, "It's a sleepy world after all."
Yeah, I don't really like the song.
So that's one downside about it. So they should put like a warning sign on there. Once you press the button and you hear the song for the first time, you're gonna have that song stuck in your head forever for the rest of your life.
The catchiest song ever.
I know.
Yeah, it is a really catchy song, but I was kind of surprised that they actually are selling these Small World dolls. I don't know if it's like a promotional thing for the 50th anniversary of It's a Small World.
It would make more sense that it would be for the 50th anniversary. Due to the fact that it is the 50th anniversary, so it's a big thing to celebrate. And if it just came out, then well, the 50th anniversary is just happening,
I'm
you
just
know,
gonna say
at
there's not gonna be
Small
a
World.
50th anniversary for like Test Track. There's not gonna be that. So I mean, for a ride
Well,
to have a 50th anniversary, it's a huge thing because this ride is iconic. That's why it's gonna have a 50th anniversary. You compare this to like Dumbo.
but you know, I'd be surprised if they actually removed It's Small World eventually.
Oh,
Oh god.
they're probably gonna do it. Not.
I don't think they would, because it is a classic ride, and it was one of the last ones that Walt Disney personally worked on himself. I mean, he took it to the World's Fair in 1964, and then after that was a success, he put it in Disneyland, his own park. So I don't think they would take it out of Disneyland. I could maybe see them
Well,
replace one of the
who actually
tourist parks.
knows? Because they've actually removed quite a few rides that have, like, you know, that were close to 50 years old, like, you know, original, but they removed them to replace them with a new ride. So,
Yeah.
who knows?
Now some of those like I'm gonna turn to Rob here, but Horizons they replaced that because I mean that was a little dated. The technology was a little dated. It
And the
wasn't very
space.
popular, but I mean Small World, even though it has a 5 minute line, I mean they are shooting those boats out every 20 seconds, so it's not like
And they're full.
yeah, I mean they're full. It's not like the boats are empty. I mean when I rode it at 11:30 in the evening, it was empty, but that's only because it was 11:30 at night when I rode Small World after Wishes. But I don't think they would replace it. But I don't know. It's kind of turning into like movie merchandise. I've seen a couple other rides that are selling stuff like for the Walt Disney World, of course, the monorail system.
Oh, definitely.
They have those play sets, and included in those are for like the Epcot. I got the Epcot one when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and it had like a little test track car. It had the little Spaceship Earth vehicle. I know they're selling like a model train for the Walt Disney World Railroad. So I don't know if they're gonna expand more into selling merchandise for rides outside of the parks. I mean, you definitely see that in the parks, but
Definitely.
not really in Disney stores around the country. So it's definitely interesting. I'll keep my eyes out next time I go to the Disney store if they're selling like any more stuff. Maybe there'll be some like some let's see. What would they sell? Maybe some like test track or something. I don't know.
No, I think now it's off to me, I guess.
Yeah. Unless since you already talked about your second thing and like your first thing, do you want to do another one or no?
Yeah, I can do
Well,
Alright.
Dave,
Yeah,
you said you had something to say.
Oh, I'll just really quickly say that.
Oh,
I just
sure.
want to tell quickly about a special episode coming up in August. I know it's like really early, but still on Wednesday, August 13th, I hopefully will be able to do a show live from the Disney cruise if I do get internet. Hopefully, I don't know if I will be able to. We will try our best. Today is the 25th, so we do have a little bit of time to figure stuff out. Along with that, I'm not going to be attending the Wednesday the 23rd or the July the 23rd show going to Hawaii, so
Ooh, yay.
very nice.
Take a lot of pictures for us.
Cowabunga.
Yep.
If I do see Alani, the resort, I will take pictures, but I'm not
Cool.
staying overnight there. But I will report back because I am spending a little day there just taking a few pictures, looking at it. So,
Cool. So,
that's that little thing, unless anybody else has something to do with the show.
well,
I got the
sure, go ahead, Chris.
but first right here, commercial break again.
DisNerds.com is the place where you can find and read reviews about Disney vacations by Disney Vacation Experts. You can look at all the resorts, parks, and more. Visit them today at DisNerds.com. Another thing I do want to say though, I would like to have like special meetups where we do like raise money for the show even, or even to like other special things. I mean, Zig knows where that's coming from, but I mean like possibly, I mean that's just an idea for far in the future if we would ever do that. Now let's go to, we kind of skipped over Clark's part.
Yeah, Corey. So Corey, do you have another story?
Yes. They basically, um, The monorail system, as of June the 22nd, 2014, will have a different operating system at Disney World.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
then,
What
right,
do you mean by
normal.
that?
Uh, one
Yeah,
second.
information?
Then, normal as an automation upgrade takes place. An automated monorail will allow for faster switching times, more frequent dispatching of trains, and accurate arrival information. Additional buses and watercrafts will be available during this time. Guests who have early breakfast reservations can also use watercraft or bus services. This schedule will be in place for a few months, but no specific end date has been set. The schedule will be Epcot 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., Resort Monorail 8:30 to midnight, Express Monorail 9:30 to 11:30
So I think they're going a little bit too early with this.
a.m. and p.m. So yeah.
Because I think they're going a little bit too early with this, just because, I mean, the parks are usually packed a lot during the times of the show. So, I mean, it's very hard to determine, like, is this the good time? Because Wishes is over at, like, 10:23, so I can imagine many people going out. But what about those times when the parks open to 2 o'clock a.m. in the night? How are people who are staying at the resort monorails, are they going to take the buses? No, because if you're staying over at the Polynesian, you got to walk to the Polynesian. Because the monorail is the only way to get there. So I think we're going to see
Actually, there's buses that you can take to the Polynesian, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, there's not when I stayed there in April. You had to take a monorail to the Magic Kingdom since it was so close.
Well, I know they do have the boats. They might have that shut down since they're doing all the construction on the...
No, they don't have it shut down at the moment.
Okay, so
but
you can still take the boat to the Magic Kingdom.
I guess
Yeah,
I'd stayed
Although
open.
that
they
takes, like,
they say
20
this
minutes
they
because
say there's
boat
gonna be
captains
yes
don't
they
load.
say there's gonna be additional buses and watercraft. So I imagine for like resorts and all that there'll be more there will be more often more boats coming to the docks and launching and coming in because of that there'll be more buses, so you'll have more frequent schedule for buses coming and going because they're going to try to make up for the amount of people that can't go on the monorails because they'll be closed or be full at that time, since they'll have less monorails uh, on route, and all that. So they'll have probably more often buses and all that. So I'm pretty sure they wouldn't close down the dock for Polynesian because even though that's so close, if you're coming home, going back to the hotel at midnight or 11 p.m., you know, you don't really want to walk that far in the night.
Well, speaking about that, they do have the water parade from 9 o'clock to like 10 o'clock, and then another swimming at 11 p.m., and that's about like 10 minutes there, so the boats aren't allowed to move at that time. But yeah, I understand. Now, over to the keeping in with the MK Resort area, Grand Floridian in October of 2013 released the Grand Floridian DVC rooms.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah,
So
Villa's there. I actually have pictures I could probably post on the website.
we definitely like that. As a Disney Vacation Club member, currently a new Disney Vacation Club member, I do not plan on staying there, even though that is my home resort. The basically, when opening up, this was supposed to be a huge break because the only other place that you could stay was inside Bay Lake Tower, which was very good, but people complained about some noise from the parks with the theme park view. So it was a little better of an escape, and you had the beach right up front there that you could walk on during the day. So basically, where with this here, the Grand Floridian, there's many different types of rooms you're gonna find. Going from different points throughout the year. They have a deluxe studio. You got a one queen size bed, a sleeper sofa. Lots of them are going to be lake views. A standard view, you're looking over the resort, which I preferably even have a standard view looking over the resort since that's such a nice resort. The highest one they have is a 3-bedroom grand villa. It sleeps up to 12, one king size bed, and 4 queen size bed, and 1 queen size bed. So there's many of these different ones. So, and the one that'd be best for most people are probably the 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom villas. The 1-bedroom sleeps up to 5, 2-bedroom sleeps up to 9. So preferably more of the 1-bedroom villa. But I mean, it's very nice rooms looking. I mean, right now only on the DVC website. Currently, at the moment, they do only have the rooms. But the differences with this one is at this building, it's only the rooms, and there's a little like lobby. At the, let's say over at Saratoga Springs, that's its own resort, so it has restaurants and dining just for you. Over at the LA Tower, even though it's connected to another resort, they do have a few dining options, which preferably I enjoy instead of just having the hotel there, which is the very first for Disney Vacation Club. There's only been one other resort I think that hasn't had that, and I don't know the name of that resort right up the top of my head. So it's very cool, and it's doing very well. I heard especially with one person who said they had to be on the 7th month of the wait list. Anybody who doesn't know what a wait list is, you sign up for the date you want to go. If not all the dates are available, you put your name in for a wait list. If they all become available, they take out your points and they automatically put them into that vacation. If you and you're ready to go, and you can book everything with the vacation club. But the villas are different. They're not the same. They're more elegant. You go to Bailey Tower, they're like this wavy kind of shape. You go over to Kidani Village. You have this more of like sharp turns after.
Kidani Village.
Yes.
Kidani Village, one.
It's
I
just
like Kidani Village.
Very nice. And then, I mean, then you head over to the Boardwalk Village. You're overlooking the boardwalk. I mean, that's amazing. I love to see the boardwalk when I wake up in the morning. I mean, right now I'm on, let's see my wait list. What am I on? I'm on for Bailey Tower and the Kidani Village, actually.
Kidani Village, one.
It's all because of these times I want to go for the Halloween time. So, but that's
usually the DVC, not just that, the Grand Floridian. Usually the DVC rooms in general are really nice, though. If you're
it's really nice because they're designed for families. If you stay at a regular room, they're designed for like 2-bedroom. Unless you're gonna get a suite, you're not gonna find anything like the Disney Vacation Club. Even the deluxe studios, you still get a kitchenette, which is very nice, and you still got that extra room with that one bed, and then you got the pull-out sofa. So very nice. And that's it for me. If anybody wants to piggyback on that, I think we're gonna pass it over to then Corey for tips on being a CM.
Just a disclaimer, I'm not a
Now over to Corey with everyday tips on being a Disney cast member.
Hello guys, I'm Corey. I'm going to be giving you some cast member tips. Just as a disclaimer, I am not actually a Disney CM. I'm an inspiring one that wants to become eventually a Disney World CM, but anything. But hopefully my tips will help you to become a CM, or if you're currently a CM at Disney World or any of the Disney parks, that I hope that my tips will help you to become a better CM. One thing that is a good idea to do when you are a Disney CM, Disney's really big on smiling and basically, being happy, so that way the guest's experience will be magical, so that way they have the best experience that they've ever had and that they want to come back. What?
This is so weird. Why do we keep hearing these noises?
I have no clue.
Alright, well.
Okay. So, yeah.
Thanks so much for that, Clark. That was really good. Some tips. Now over to Chris with Stable CMs and all about that.
So, when I was at Disney
Well, yeah, it would have been April. I was at Mouse Years, which, as some of you may know, is the main gift shop area in Epcot. It's over by Intervention, and I noticed outside there was a man with Down syndrome passing out stickers. I'm like, oh, that's cool. This guest is just passing out stickers. Well, I went to go inside the store, and no, he has the CM tag. He actually works at Disney World, so I think that's really interesting, and I mean, it's really good that Disney's hiring people with disabilities to do jobs, and it can just be simple stuff like, I mean, this guy was just passing out Mickey Mouse stickers, but I still think it's really cool and really nice that they're doing that they're hiring these people with disabilities, and that they don't think it matters that they're disabled. They can still do a job like everybody else.
It doesn't really matter because they can do, as you said, they can do a job, good enough. They can do a job, a lot of times, even sometimes better than normal people, because they do have the experience, in using the different senses and all that kind of stuff, depending on what they lost. But I mean, a lot of times when people are disabled, they learn to be tough, and they do better because they want to strive for better. So I mean, I would like to, you don't have to be disabled to strive better, but you know, but I mean, anyone disabled, they can do pretty much anything that a regular person can do. It may not seem like it, but trust me, they have their ways and they know what they're doing when they're trying to do stuff that that you think that only normal people should do. So yeah, guys, I think they really, and I mean, being disabled, that's tough, but working as a disabled person, that's tough. It takes a lot of toughness to be able to be disabled and work, especially when you're in a big public place like Disney.
Yeah, Disney, there's millions of people
Definitely.
there.
I know, so it takes a really tough person to be able to stand up and, face their fears that they might have about it and, be able to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just found that really interesting. Just wanted to bring it up. I mean, not a long topic, not something that I would unfortunately be talking about for 20 minutes. I just thought I'd bring that up. I think it's really nice and cool that Disney's hiring people with disabilities. Now over to Brendan, who's our special guest. He hasn't really been doing anything. He's just getting kind of sitting there in the background. But Brendan's going to be talking with us tonight. Yeah, there's Brendan. He's going to be talking with us about some Disney rumors. And these are pretty big rumors. Some of you may know some of them. Others just kind of sprouted up a few days ago. So over to Brendan here with Disney rumors.
Alright, so I'm going to start with the first and most recent rumor that there might be a Frozen stage show coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
No.
Beauty and the Beast and all those 20-minute shows.
Yeah, there's too many shows in Hollywood Studios in my personal opinion.
Please no. It's just gonna be horrible since they're trying to put Frozen the musical down there in Walt Disney World. It doesn't make sense. Does that mean Frozen the musical is gonna be up in New York?
Maybe this is Frozen the musical. They'll have a special branch of it in Disney World in Hollywood Studios.
Because first of all, if you're having a celebrity go down there, because they're almost confirmed that in the musical, Idina Menzel will be playing Elsa. If you're putting, first of all, a star like that in a park, it makes them look bad.
Well, usually with shows, especially with Disney, they have a few different tours going on at all times. Of course, for Lion King, for example, there's one tour moving around the country all the time. There's one tour in London, and there's one tour on Broadway in New York City. So
and there's one in the park. Don't forget.
Cast. There's more than one cast and crew of the show. It's not like they'd be staying at Disney World the whole time. I don't think.
Well, Lion King does stay at Disney. The one tour does stay at Disney Park all the time. But yeah,
but that's not the actual musical. The actual musical is 2 hours long.
Alright, so in personal opinions, we think this idea is pretty bad.
Pretty bad idea, personally.
I mean, yeah,
if you're gonna put it anywhere, put it in Disney Springs.
Yeah, I don't know. For Disney Springs, they do have Christmas May there. I would maybe think. I mean, there aren't like any big shows in the Magic Kingdom. That's like the only park where they don't have an actual play. I mean, Hollywood Studios, they already have Beauty and the Beast. Animal Kingdom, they have Finding Nemo the musical. Epcot, they probably have something that I'm not thinking
I think
of.
it's too big, and
Okay.
Although they just expanded Magic Kingdom, so they're probably hopefully gonna like take a little break from expanding MK some more.
Next rumor. Alright, the next rumor is that, Wishes will be replaced with a new nighttime show called Stories in the Sky in 2017.
No, I like Wishes.
What?
I personally think Wishes is pretty good, but, you know,
I mean,
if there's a new nighttime show, it's gonna attract more crowds, like the
Well, they do
first.
have that new show called they Celebrate the Magic, where they project images on the side of the castle. They do that for Wishes. That's really amazing. I think they should just get rid of Wishes.
And
just
keep that.
extend the length of this. Yeah, just extend the length of this Celebrate the Magic. Make it like 15 minutes. And I mean, because this thing is cool. We might be able to put a video up on our YouTube channel or on our website. We do have a YouTube channel, as Corey mentioned in the beginning of the video. Now it's just DisNerds Radio. But it is amazing, and there's fireworks. Again, these projected images on the castle. I'm pretty sure they're like fountains of water. Maybe it's just an illusion, but it's really amazing. And I don't know. I like Wishes, but it has been around for 10 years now, so it.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to still remember that it's still a very, very highly popular show. There's still, like, I know when I last went back to Disney World, there was like people all along Main Street. I mean, all the way back to the entrance of the park to watch Wishes, and the whole castle area was filled. Like the area by Adventureland was filled. The area by Tomorrowland was filled, and the area by Fantasyland, surprisingly enough, was full. I mean, like, you could hardly move because people were standing there watching Wishes. So I think it's still a very popular show that they should still keep it. I mean, Stories in the Sky, I'm not sure how they're going to do that. I mean, are they talking about lasers and all that kind of stuff? I don't know.
But keep in mind, this is just
But, yeah, so I would think that they probably wouldn't get rid of Wishes anytime soon. Especially,
it's time that they have an upgrade. I like the music for it. I do not like the fireworks. The fireworks need a revamp. If I don't see a revamp of the fireworks, I'm gonna stop going to Disney Magic Kingdom for the night.
Because yeah, especially also another reason why they probably wouldn't do it is because they just spent like millions and millions of dollars on revamping Magic Kingdom and like the new Fantasyland and now Hollywood Studios with the music thing, Star Wars Land, and so I think they probably would not revamp the whole thing. They might revamp a little bit of it, but I don't think they would like take the whole show out and like change it to something new because that would be way too much stuff going on.
I'm just gonna say something. We're not on like Jeopardy, like the view here. Let's not take so long on these because it is getting. I mean, like, yeah, we have almost.
Anyway, on to the next rumor.
Okay, next.
There's a lot of
Yeah, what do you mean? Jeopardy's a game show.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Okay. I still got a couple more to cover, so let's not take too long on these next ones. Now we all know that Disney has officially stated that Indiana Jones will not be closing at the end of this year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But apparently, for some reason, people are starting to make it into a rumor now. I don't know why, but I'm just going to cover it. Indiana Jones will not be closing at the end of this year, and that is final for all you rumor and coaster enthusiasts. Indy is not closing. Alright, next thing. Animal Kingdom's Rivers of Light show may debut in 2016.
The what?
Animal Kingdom's Rivers of Light show may debut March 2016.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Keep in mind, though, this is just
around that time.
But rumors with Disney usually do somehow come true. I don't
Yeah,
how
except
I
for
don't know how Disney just like listens to people's minds. They're gonna take over the world someday, so probably that's how. But
okay. Just going to say that not all Disney rumors happen. Like there was a rumor that they weren't gonna fix the turntable on the Glam Pavilion's major restaurant. I forgot what it's
Did they?
called, but
I know, I forgot what it's called. It's
they
like,
did. All right. The next rumor: Soarin' over the world.
soaring over the world.
Now, before you people ask, this film is coming to Shanghai Disney, maybe.
Boo, boo.
We don't know if this is coming to Florida or California yet. However, hopefully, Soarin' gets upgraded for the parks. Mainly Disney World because they show off California. We need something about Florida. Like, what's with Florida?
I know.
Oh yeah, many
I
golf
think we're
courses.
filming something for Soren in the Magic Kingdom. Like, there were helicopters
Yeah,
flying
we talked about that last week's show.
Yeah, what?
Alright.
I don't know.
So
Is
that
that
kind
for
of
this
says-
show or is this for another
Hold
show?
on. I want to see how many episodes we're at while we do this. So we started April 24th, so let me get there. April 23rd, 1, 2.
Okay. Calling NBC, please count silently.
Alright.
Brendan?
And the last rumor, the Ratatouille Kitchen Calamity attraction may get a clone in Epcot in the Paris Pavilion.
Hold on, I just want to say something. DisNerds Radio Episode 8 for the week of June 25th, 2014.
Alright.
Kind of late for that, but
So-
okay.
Okay.
Zig knows what that's.
So,
do
do you think the Ratatouille idea at Epcot is like a good idea?
no,
No.
We
more
did
like,
talk about
I
this
don't like.
last week. Clark and I did talk about this last week.
No, they
Yeah.
talked about that in Disneyland Paris.
No, we talked about it in Disney World.
No, it was in Epcot last week. We talked about that and the Epcot expansions, which we might be going back and doing a special Epcot episode in a few weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, I would have to say.
But while we're on the topic
I don't
of
know.
Epcot expansions, there are rumors floating around that they are going to, probably do something new where the Wonders of Life will be demolished at.
Well, that makes sense because that's been there for like forever and nothing's happened to it. So that makes sense that they would
Opened
demolish it
1989,
eventually.
closed January 1st, 2007.
So it makes sense that they would demolish it and put something there.
Yeah, they
But-
need to demolish that sucker.
but one thing that they do need to do is it'd be nice if they could add more pavilions. You know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Like, more countries.
I know that.
So it's already so
Right,
like
the
large.
Switzerland Pavilion.
I think Epcot is taken up so much by the Twin Seas Lagoon. I think they don't have so much more space to make it like the shape of the park, that little circle they have of the park.
They
Because I-
have tons of room. I've seen Google Earth and Google Maps views, and they have like tons of expansion room. They can destroy the Millennium Celebration Pavilion and the Outpost area, and they'll still have room by building up in those locations. And the Millennium Celebration is larger than the UK area. I'm not even joking.
What's that? Millennium Celebration.
It's this pavilion between Canada and the UK, in Epcot.
What about that like African pavilion?
Oh,
Between like China.
the Outpost.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of that. That is lame, or they need to expand it.
You make it like to the restaurant kind of thing. Don't make it fast food.
I think they should do like a Switzerland pavilion with its own suite.
So let's keep moving on with these rumors. Where's that the last one?
All right, I think that was the that was the last one.
All right. Well,
That's
thanks.
gonna do it for us tonight, I think.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us here today
Mm-hmm.
on episode 8 of DisNerds Radio. We've made it almost to 10 episodes. We'll be there soon. That means almost 10 weeks. So it's getting very exciting as we do get there. closer and closer to that date. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And guys, got anything to say before we go?
Well, I do have this special announcement. So yeah, we did do a lot of these special end of video announcements. We pre-recorded some of them, so I think they sound pretty good. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of the DisNerds Radio Podcast team, thanks for listening. We hope to see you here again next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live from the Jesse James Anderson studio, this is Chris, Davis, and Corey, wishing you all a magical night. Bye, everyone.
Great show, everybody.